Of all the many and untamed wonders that early European settlers encountered in the New World, few were as perplexing or as irrelevant as the plant Coniferous scrotunda, known commonly as the pink elder bishop's sack. The early pilgrims could find no practical use for the plant in cooking or medicine, and its aroma and appearance were commonly described as unsettling. Added to the bewildering mystery of the pink elder was the fact that it was notoriously hard to grow. According to almanacs of the time, just one small pink elder plant could demand a full-time gardener's constant, careful attention. So the plant itself disappeared forever into the tiresome pages of horticultural history, along with the seaman's clover and the hickory goat snatch. Disappeared, that is, until recently, when archivists were scouring the vast botanical collection of 18th century naturalist Pedaya Boddington. 3 pink elder seeds were discovered. The horticultural world was set ablaze. Immediately, the National Society of Fine Gardeners commissioned 3 of its most compelling stars to resurrect the bishop's sack. Joseph de Marc, self-made millionaire, discoverer of the curly astrid, international playboy, and briefly mayor of Tempe, Arizona. Bertha George, known by many as the great mother of modern horticulture, a spiritual lightning rod, claims to have recently given birth to a litter of invisible wolves. And finally, and most controversially, the self-described Dark Lord of horticulture, Trayden Blackroot, born Tracy Sweenert, unrepentant sadist, promoter of unnatural and sinister means of horticulture, describes plant life as a persistent plague to be harnessed, dominated, and ultimately ground into fine seasonings. A vegetarian. Attempts made by the Society to get the 3 icons to collaborate with each other were, in a manner of speaking, hopelessly misguided if not absurd. So the heroes were challenged to a 3-way competition. Each given a seed, each allowed to cultivate it their own way. Which method, if any, will resurrect the mystery herb? Whose talents stand up to the task to bring back the bishop's sack?
I'll tell you what. Just tell them Joe sent you. Yeah, that'll take care of it. Okay, all right. Goodbye. My views on horticulture. I guess it was back in 1993. I had just gotten out of the specialty root beer business and had a lot of time on my hands, and I got to thinking, what about plants and shit?
When I find a new seed that I want to nurture and bring up, I get to know the seed, and I tell it how much I love it and want to know and want to see what it will be when it grows up to be a big, big, big plant. I was blessed with never having lived in a real kind of house. My parents were dandelions. So you see, it's in my blood.
I didn't used to be a dark horticulturalist. I used to like plants very much. In fact, I used to love them. But that was eons ago. Oh, look at me, I'm so pretty. But they must be shown. First, I deprive them of everything. Light, water, air, love, etc. And then comes fear. I usually evoke the dark spirits of old upon their unworthy seed. And that seems to work pretty well. Then begins the torture. Psychological and physical. I break them down. Mind and will. And then I usually eat them.
So now we join our 3 horticultural marvels on the opening morning of the Pink Elder Challenge. They prepare their stations, plant the rare seeds, and begin cultivation. The competition is off to a sensational start. On day 2 of the challenge, we are witness to some of Dark Lord Blackroot's unique and cutting-edge cultivation techniques. Meanwhile, Bertha George engages her unborn bishop with a fairly unfortunate dance, and Joseph de Marc appeals to the power of nature with his signature less is more approach. On the third day of the Pink Elder Challenge, Joe DeMarc pulls what must be the most exciting early move of the competition when he adopts a cultivation strategy that involves neglecting to attend the competition. This clearly upsets the more traditional sensibility of the official, but little can be said to be conventional about any of our competitors. In a drastic upset on the fourth day of the Pink Elder Challenge, Traden Blackroot succumbs to his poorly repressed violent hatred of all living and not yet living things. Blackroot should technically be disqualified for destroying and consuming the rare species of plant, but no one has seen the official since the prior day's lunch break. Alas, the Pink Elder Bishop Sack remained elusive, and all three failed.
Who won that? Did I win that? What do I look like, a gardener?
It was the single greatest victory of my existence. I hungrily consumed the raw seed.
This and all other unborn seeds. I'm having a service for it. I've decided to move on.